Just shot my buck. My dad's gonna hike up this mountain. We spotted a herd of about 15 deer up here, and they were running a little bit, but they didn't see us, so my dad said there might be a buck chasing them around, so we spotted him, and I hiked about 100 yards, laid up on this rock right here in a prone position. He was running up that ridge, and he turned back to look at me, and I popped him right when he stopped. So I was running up here, or walking up here slowly, and I could see up on this ridge about 4 of the does. There's about 20. You can still see them up on that hillside. Yeah, I laid prone on that rock, and I was aiming at the back of his head when he was running up, and he turned to look back, shot him. And he dropped right there, and I loaded another one in and just held on him. He stood back up, and I about pulled the trigger again, but he was going down the hill like that.
Yeah, he's down.
Down.
Ooh, got him like 8 in the morning. Okay, got a buck down. We're trying to find him now. He's up in this draw somewhere. I'll tune back in here in a sec. Woo-hoo. So all he's after is a buck. See some jerky. Whew.
There he is.
He's a pretty buck. Same one, I bet.
Yeah, but he's the same guy.
He had a lot of does.
Like
Lucky
20
sucker.
girlfriends.
Got a lot of girlfriends. He was the only buck in a herd of what, 20?
20. Still all up there.
Up a still shot. That's pretty. Pretty butt. Pretty day. Let me get.
All right, we're gonna gut or clean out this deer here where we shot him so we don't have to deal with the mess at home. You wanna cut right through the first layer of the skin right here around his penis, and we're gonna go around both sides and just kind of lay it down to the side there. Once we get that done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just kind of open up between the two thigh muscles so we can clean that out a little bit better. And once we do that, we're gonna spread the legs open, and we're going to skin him up to his sternum. And you want to be really careful here. It's better when you have a gut hook, but we didn't have a gut hook, so we're just going to use a knife here. You want to make sure that you don't puncture the intestines as you're going up through his sternum here, up through his chest, through his sternum, and we're going to go right up between his front 2 legs up to where the rib cage ends. And like I said, it's much easier with a gut hook, so if you want to pick up one of those, that'll make it a lot easier, but we're going to do it here with a pocket knife. Which is a little bit harder, but we can still get the job done like that. So we're going to do that once again. I said to make sure that you don't puncture those guts there. You can see them laying there as the sternum opens up. You can tell we're here at the rib cage right now, and what we're going to do from here is my dad's going to cut through the bone here by his legs. We're going to completely split that open so that we can pull the intestines, I guess you'd call it where the poop comes out, to his bunghole. We're going to cut that so that we can pull that right out of there so it's not in there to spoil the meats. And then he's going to completely remove the penis. Once that's done, he is going to, he's grabbing onto the intestines here. This is where the poop comes out. He's going to split it right up here at the top. You can see it's full of poop right there. And what he's going to do is he's going to work on taking it through that cut that he made so he can completely pull that out of there. You don't want any of that, any of the pee or the waste to get on your meat, because that can spoil it. So he's pulling it right through that cut he made with his saw. And once he gets that out right there, you're just going to completely remove that, and then we're clear and free. So now he's working up by the sternum. He's going to reach in here. What you're going to find is what's called the diaphragm. It's a thin layer. You need to cut through the diaphragm, and once you get through that diaphragm, you're going to cut through the esophagus. And once you do that, as you can see what he's doing, he could pull that out. And he's cutting out the heart right now. This is the heart. We didn't hit the heart, so we love to eat the heart, so he's going to throw that in a bag so we can keep that. I hit one of the liver on this. There's 2 liver on each deer. This is the one that is not ruined, so he's going to take that home to cook, and then he's going to look in there and find that other liver which I hit. So You can see a good example of why you don't want to puncture the guts. As you can see the shrapnel from my bullet, you can see the greenish brown there opened up the intestine just a little bit. So luckily we didn't make a mess with that, but once he cuts that liver out and he's cut the esophagus, he's going to just cut through the extra lining of the diaphragm there and just pull out the remaining intestines that are left inside of the deer right here. So what you're going to be seeing right now is he's just going to be cleaning out everything that's left in once he's pulled out the majority of the large and small intestines, including the liver and the lungs and everything that's in there. This one's a little bit bloody because of the shot that was taken. We hit him right behind the front shoulder up high, and he was at an angle, so the bullet wound exited near the back side of the rib. So he's a little bit bloodier than we'd like to see, but that's what happened. And so I'm going to just show you that, what I just explained to you. Here's the entrance hole, and then you can see the exit wound right here. Took out about 3 ribs.
Some skinning. We are skinning the buck.
One of these. Bunch there. See where the hole is.
Yeah. I skimmed through the hole over here. It's pretty intense. Yeah, look. Here's what an exit wound looks like.
Oh man. Come around, kick me. Get me back. Getting away. That fat.
Yeah.
Storing up for the winter.
It's right by his butt.
We get it buried in. Cut up his inside his leg here. Bring him more sitting in on his legs. We're such much trying to save any
Yeah.
thing for. Let's do this. Cut right
Cut
there.
right through it.
There you go. Careful where I step this nut. Swinging around.
He looks beat up.
The 280 did the job.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the entrance?
Yep. Leg's getting stiff in there, huh?
What's that?
That leg's getting stiff.
Yeah. Don't want to move out too bad. Be ready for a new blade on my handle.
Mine was
Probably the same one from the moose.
Yeah, that's what mine was feeling like too.
What's that?
Watch your thumb.
Yeah. Hold that one out. Maybe.
When you angled that exit one's quite a ways back.
Yeah. Can't stand a chance of going far. That guy shot. Let's see.
Tenderloin.
There's one there. And one's right there. This one. We'll get them out the best we can. Them up with some of that river onions. No. Come on. Almost there. There's one.
One tenderloin.
Clean that up.
Mama Hank? Noodles. When you're chicken. Why are you chicken? You're using it for Thanksgiving? No cheese. And squinching too. Mama Hank is there. Squinching. There's her head. What the heck? Oh, my God, don't eat him. It's going to be intense.
What is that? Nice and slight for in there. I already cut them out. I thought I'd pick them up for you. What? Yeah. What's it doing?